Hey Josh, it's Friday. And first off, to answer your question of the week, which is probably going to take up the majority of this video because I got a lot to say about these sorts of things. I've only had two actual games that have finished, like fully front to back finished. Hi, Misty. There was the Masks game, obviously, and then my very first D&D game, like full campaign that I was a part of, the Tyranny of Dragons game that I did with my friends. That is the only other one that I've ever actually finished, and I was only a player. All of the games that I have run, I've not I have not finished yet, because typically I have a very hard time writing endings, just in general. Like, it's always been an issue of mine. I don't 100% know why. There's probably some psychology in there somewhere about it. But yeah, I even like in all the stories that I've attempted to write, like I'll write a book of it and start writing more of, or start writing the next one, and then I just lose interest in it basically. Like that probably has to do with the neurodivergency. But yeah, my brain just changes gears so fast that I'll focus on one thing for a while, and then all of a sudden I have another interest. I mean, we've seen that in these videos specifically as well, especially lately. Just like my brain just switches so fast. There are games that I have, the game that I have an ending in mind for, the only game that I'm technically running two games currently. I guess three if we're including the Star Wars 5e, but Star Wars 5e I'm hoping to get to Order 66, and if we go further than that, awesome. If not, that's pretty dang good ending. But yeah, so I have the Masks game that I'm currently running with my friends, and then there's my main Desmondus game that I've been running for a few years, several years at this point actually. But that's a perfect example right now. I had been focusing on my Desmondus game for Chronicles of Desmondus, the Night Mariner saga. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, I'd been focusing on that for so long, and I just got burnt out with it. Like, I'm sure my friends noticed in the last few sessions that we had of that, I was really grasping at straws, I was repeating things a lot, kind of filling time with things that really didn't matter. I had a lot of moments where I was just like, what are you guys doing right now, while I was trying to figure out what to do next. And I just needed a step back from it, which is an issue that I have with a lot of stories that I try to tell, is that after a while I just get kind of burnt out on it, and like I said, I just have a hard time finishing them. Whether that be games, stories that I'm writing in general, or even projects. I mean, I still have my pikes to paint that I've had for months now that I just haven't gotten around to painting. It took me so long to get around to the Black Suns. I mean, it took me a while to even get to the Super Commandos and all that, and like I just keep getting more stuff for it because I very much like the building a lot, honestly, which is a separate thing. But yeah, I mean, I've been building my armor as well now, and so it's kind of at the point where like that's been my creative focus with crafting stuff has been with the armor, and I've kind of been focusing on that a lot. And it's the same with stories. I was running Desmondus, and I just kept hitting a brick wall that I kept trying to get through, that I just couldn't figure out where to go next. Even though I know where I want to end, but I don't want to end yet, is kind of the thing. They're only level 9 right now, and I'm hoping to get to at least level 15 before the ending of that. But yeah, so I've also just really been wanting to run masks for a while. I mean, you've seen me send a message every 4 months into the Discord, like, when are we doing masks again? When are we doing masks again? I have characters that I want to play. Oh, bye, Misty. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just, like I said, I just have a hard time with writing endings or just finishing things in general, which is something that I'm trying to get better at. And again, like, for Desmondus, I was running a game every other week for a solid probably 4 months here at minimum, probably more. And yeah, I just kind of need to step back from it. And then that's on top of me having semi-regular other games with the family here. I was running a game for them as well that we ended up having to put on pause. That was mostly because we had too many games going on all at once. Everyone was getting confused on what meant what and where things were at. So that was more so just that we all kind of needed to just focus on one game, and then once we've gotten to a decent stopping point with that, then we're planning on shifting focus to a couple of other games that we all kind of want to play. We're also wanting to just do like regular game nights every so often as well, just like not D&D based games, like board games. Like we have Risk, we have Shadowpoint and Legion as well, that most of the people, or not most of the people, quite a few people in the group do want to try out, myself included. I want to be able to play more. But yeah, I don't know. It's just so endings are hard, so I very much feel you with that. Like I said, I have ideas on where I want all of my games to eventually end up, but it's just more so getting to that point for me is kind of my issue. So, I don't know, I guess that'll do it for this video. So, Josh, my question for you is, what do you struggle with more? Writing the actual ending or doing the build-up to that ending? For me, it's doing the build-up to that ending, personally. So, that'll do it for this video. So, Josh, I will probably talk to you later tonight, but I'll see you on Tuesday. Later, bro.